You're live on the YouTube. Live on the Facebook.
I ain't see both sides rack in a minute.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. Yeah, but you know, shout out to all the brothers. Uncle Thumb to all the brothers. Yeah, I was Shema Thaba. Shout out to sisters. It's ISUPK, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, taught out of 1 West 125th, Commander Junior Honor. You understand? Since 1969, man, the ISUPK been teaching the truth and nothing but the truth. You understand? According to the Bible, man. What is that truth, right? What's some of those truths? Some of those truths that the greatest man that walked the face of this earth, you understand? Man that healed the sick, man that, you know what I'm saying, raised the dead. You understand? Man that came and died for the so-called Israelites. You understand? According to the Bible, that man is a black man. You understand? That man is not no damn so-called, you know what I'm saying, European you see in the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? That's another truth, man. Another truth of this Bible is that what is that? You know what I'm saying? That man that came back, who was a black man, gave his life, didn't give his life for everybody. You know what I'm saying? He gave his life for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You understand? God's chosen people, right? And with us being God's chosen people, man, there's only one book on this earth where you learn about the Most High. You understand? When you learn about Christ, you understand? When you learn, you know what I'm saying, how you supposed to live your life, what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? How you supposed to carry yourself. You know what I mean? There's only one book that does that. And I tell you right now, it ain't that damn Quran. Another truth, the laws are not done away with. Most High in Christ is. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn right. Laws in this Bible are not done away with. You understand what I'm saying? Christ said it best. Matthew 5:17, man. You understand? Think not. You know what I mean? Don't even get it in your head, in your mind, man. The laws in this Bible are, you know what I'm saying, forever to be proliferated and taught, man. You know what I'm saying? Matthew 15:4, whatsoever was written aforetime, man, was written for what? For our learning, right? For our understanding. You understand? Right? But I'm up some y'all holding it down just to a precinct officer. Top of one, get here, man, to break down that history for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? A heavy topic tonight. So y'all definitely want to stay tuned in. Make sure y'all get y'all notepad, get your pens. You understand? I'm too wild. This like this is too wild. I appreciate it, bro. My damn voice done gone somewhere. I don't know where the hell it went. And motherfucker took off this morning. Nah, I ain't even speaking camp, to be honest, but it just took off though. But so the brother get here, man, we're gonna go into this a few scriptures. You understand? Because with knowing that what? The laws are done away with. With knowing that the greatest man that walked the face of this earth, right? With knowing that, you understand, he only came back to save his people. You understand what I'm saying? As black people, we gotta know that there's no other book in this goddamn Bible. I mean, this goddamn world. You know what I mean? That is better than this so-called Bible, man.
That's right.
And this so-called Bible, you understand, is only here for us. Right? It's only here for blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. So real quick, right? Real quick, we're gonna go to Isaiah chapter 34 and verse 16, right? We're gonna go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 34. So like this, can I get a breakdown on Galatians 5:1-5? What are they talking about? I'm gonna check it out real quick, sis. Giannis, I'll put it on Isaiah 34:16.
34:16.
I'm gonna check it out real quick, sis. I'm not too sure if I'm familiar with that, right? But I'm gonna check it out for you real quick.
Oh, I'm not sure. Did you Isaiah 34:16? Okay. All right,
yeah, read that from the top.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord.
Out of the book of what?
The Lord. And read. No one of these shall fail. No shall want her mate. None shall want her mate. Salakia. For my mouth, it hath commanded, and his spirit, it hath gathered them.
Right. Yeah, Khan, yeah. I know what this talking about, sis, right? But as far as having a proper breakdown, you understand? I do not have that proper breakdown for you. Right. But if you are to tune in tomorrow to the Brotherhood class, right? I will get with Officer Yarmouth, right? Because I know you be in the classes pretty often, right? So we can have that breakdown for you tomorrow, right? In the class. If you will come back tomorrow, right? But read that from the top one more time, brother.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 16.
Yeah, I know that.
Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
You said the book of the what?
The Lord.
No, the book of the so-called European.
The Lord.
No, the book of the Africans.
The Lord.
No, the book of the Chinese, man.
The Lord.
You understand? The Bible says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord, man. You understand? This is where you come to learn about the, you know what I'm saying, the Most High. This is where you come to learn about Christ. This is where you come to learn about the history, you understand, of God's chosen people, right? No sweats. You understand? The book of the Lord, man. You understand? This is the one and only living book on this earth. You understand? Everything else is dead, man. You know what I'm saying? Means nothing. Don't make no goddamn sense. You understand? It has no value. You know what I mean? Read on.
No one of these shall fail.
No one of these shall what?
Fail.
No one of these shall fail you, man. Nothing in this book, you understand, can fail you, man. You understand? Nothing. If you were so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, man, nothing in this book can fail you, man. You understand? This book, you know what I'm saying, was written for us, man. You know what I mean? So that way, what? Through learning, man. You understand? And understanding. This is our wisdom. You know what I mean? What? In the sight of these other nations, as the scriptures say. You know what I mean? Drop that. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. You know, so you gotta understand, man. This book called the Bible, man, is for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. So with learning this book, what does that do? That separates us from everybody else, man. You understand? Because it's only for us, and the scripture's gonna tell you. Read on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
For thou art what?
Thou art an holy people.
What does that word mean? What does the word holy mean, right?
It means separated, apart from.
Remember what you're supposed to do.
Apart. So like that.
I love y'all, Nazardo, man, because you be ready, man. You know what I'm saying? You be in the spirit, man. You be trying to get that truth out there, man. You understand? No sweat, it's all good. What does it mean, though? What you got?
If I may, Adawan. It means to be apart, to separate, to be separate.
Right, to be separate, man. To be set apart, right? Damn right, sis. I understand. Right. So read it one more time.
For thou art an holy people.
For thou art an holy people. You understand? Meaning what? For thou art a separate people. You understand? Read on.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto who?
Unto the Lord thy God.
You understand what I'm saying? Meaning what? Meaning we are only for the Lord. Meaning the Lord is who views us as a holy people, right? As a separate people. You understand? Meaning what? Meaning America can think what the hell they want to think about you. You understand? The so-called Chinese man can think what the hell they want to think about you. The so-called African man can think what the hell he want to think about you. You understand? God chose Black people to be special, man. God chose Black people to be a set-apart people. God chose, you understand, Hispanics and Native American Indians to be a set-apart people, man, to be a holy people. You understand? This is the book that we supposed to, you understand what I'm saying? Learn our truth, learn our history. You understand? Learn where the hell we come from past those goddamn slave ships. You understand? Learning this book, reading this book, man, getting to understand this books, what does it do, man? It gives you value. You know what I'm saying? It helps you build character. If you're a man, you learn how to be a righteous man according to the Bible, according to God. You understand? You learn how to be a holy man. You know what I'm saying? You're a sister, you learn how to be what? You learn how to be a virtuous woman. You You know what I'm saying? According to the Bible, not according to America's standards and the criteria that they set up for our people to be and mimic. You understand? Because that don't work for our people. You understand? Our people follow America's criteria of being, you understand what I'm saying, a good person. Our women are whores out here, man. You understand? From following America. Our brothers out here, you understand what I'm saying, are whoremongers. You know what I'm saying? We out here wicked as hell because we've been following America for too goddamn long, man. We've been following these other nations for too goddamn long, man. That's why the scriptures say what? Seek ye out of the book of the Lord, man. You understand? None of these things in this book shall fail you, man. You understand? And we will then become what? Holy, man. We are separate people. Why? Because the things in this Bible are only for black people, man. Only for Hispanic people. You understand? Is it on that?
All right,
read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Understand this, man. The Lord has chosen thee. You understand? So for you to even to have a choice, for you to have a choice, that has to mean what? It means you have more options. You understand? There are 18 nations on this goddamn earth, man. And the Lord chose one. You understand? He chose the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to be his special people, man. Holy people. You understand? The same way you go shopping, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. Y'all know y'all got a closet full of clothes, shoes, jackets, all types of stuff, right? All that stuff. You may love all your clothes. You know what I'm saying? You may like all your clothes, but you got that one favorite pair of shoes, though. You got that one jacket. You pull it out, you're like, oh, yes. We'll snag that thing tonight. Oh, girl said she's going to be out there. I'm going to put on them. I'm going to put on them J's. You know what I'm saying? The ones I only wear once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put on that coat on them and bring out. You know what I mean? I'm going to stun on them. You understand? We all have a clothing that's special to us. You understand? We all have a favorite food. We all got a favorite drink. You understand? But the Lord has a favorite people. You understand? The Lord has a people that he only loves, and that's the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, man. You understand? Shalom. Y'all was without. Okay, no sweat. Do you think? You know what I mean? Is it on that? Some more on that?
Above all people.
No, Yanazar. In the Christian church, man. In the Christian church, what they tell us, man? They say we all equal, man.
Yeah.
God loves everybody, Yanazar. You know what I'm saying? There's no way the Bible is saying above anybody.
God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Unto himself, man. You know what I'm saying? Unto himself. And what does that sound like? That sounds like somebody being selfish. It sounds like someone being selfish. It sounds like somebody that's not trying to share. You understand? The Lord is not trying to share his goddamn people, man.
What?
The scriptures say what? The scriptures say that the Lord is a jealous power, man. He is a jealous God. You don't want to move that man to wrath.
What?
You don't want to move the Lord to anger. Why? Because he'll do things like put a whole nation above you.
That's right.
He'll do things like put you in slavery.
That's
in
right.
captivity, man. Because he only wants you to love him. That's why the scriptures say you can't serve two masters.
That's right.
You understand? But understand this, man. Learning this Bible, man, you are learning that we are a holy people. You understand? We need to separate ourselves, man, spiritually from this goddamn wicked place we live in, man.
That's right.
You understand? With that, I'm Pastor Castro, the preaching officer, Top One.
Shalom, Mark.
Christ, lock you. Son Christ, the water, man, the water, brother. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a hand clap for my brother, man. Please over to my yard, man. The water to my brother, man. Bring out this truth in my absence. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Had to be a little bit late. Salaki, where was we at? What was you reading?
You just
7 and 6.
Come, most high, brother, the water again. I love it because they always have the perfect scripture. No, you always have the perfect scripture to lead me right up to what I want to get into. So if you can read that again, please, Baba Shah.
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
Thou art a what?
And holy people.
No, thou art a regular people.
And holy people.
No, thou art held to regular standard.
And holy people.
Thou art a holy people, a separate people, a set apart people. Read on.
unto the Lord thy God.
Unto the so-called Caucasian.
The Lord thy God.
Unto America.
Thy God.
Oh, so not only are we separate, not only are we holy, but we're holy unto God. Good night. Read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
The Lord our God hath chosen what?
Thee.
He chose everybody.
Thee.
He chose all the people on the face of the earth.
Chosen thee.
He chose the so-called Caucasian man.
Thee.
He chose the Chinese.
Thee.
He chose the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. I mean, damn, am I telling you something? Like Salakia, like I said last week, and my brother brought out. Scriptures like this, our people can't stand to hear. It's like, man, you tell a man that he's better than everybody else, and he wants to kill you for it. Read on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Told him to be a special people, so we're special. Read from there.
A special people unto himself.
Oh, read on.
Above all.
Equal to.
Above all.
On the same level.
Above all.
We're all human.
Above all.
We all bleed red.
Above all.
Above all of them. Read on.
All people.
Above all people. What is all people? Salakia, I know this ain't my topic, but my brother brought out this Tawab scripture. Can somebody describe to me what all means?
Everybody.
It means every goddamn body except who he's talking about.
Correct.
Above all people, meaning everyone else, read.
That are upon the face of the earth.
That are upon the face of the earth. Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, I'm going to tell you, like Mahayar told you, even if you don't like it, you're better than everybody.
That's right.
Black woman, Hispanic woman, Native Indian woman, you are better than everybody.
That's right.
Every single one of them. I don't give a damn if it's the Queen of England, the Queen, the President, the First Lady, all of them. I want you to find me the most crackingest, smokingest, shooting up in this heroin addict in Durham. She is better than the greatest Caucasian woman ever made.
That's right.
Ever. She's better than the First Lady. Who's the First Lady now? Melania? What is she?
She's a former hooker.
Of course. What's her nationality, if I may?
She's a Caucasian Edomite.
Okay. She's an Edomite, and the president of the United States is an Edomite. So again, you find me the crackiness, smokiness, heroin, shooting up in this, weed smokiness, which are all wrong. Right. She's Russian. Good night. The water, sis. You'll find me there. And it's not Tawab to do any of those things. They're against the laws of the Most High. But read it from the top one more time, brother.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6.
Don't argue with the ISUPK. You don't want to argue with us. You want to argue with the Bible. The Bible said it, all right? It just is what it is. Read.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
All right, read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
Read on.
To be a special
He chose us to be a special people. He didn't choose them to be a special people. Read on.
Unto himself. Above all people.
He chose us to be above all people. Read on.
That are upon the face of the earth.
That's just a reality. We are better than them. Every single one of them. And when you try to tell me that I'm equal to them or that God loves everybody, I take it as a goddamn insult.
That's right.
It's insulting to me.
That's right.
And all of my brothers and sisters in the UPK, and it should be insulting to you.
Right.
If you are a black, Hispanic, or Native Indian man, woman, or child. Please,
man, it's like being a kid. You know, kids, man, they take that whole, love to it. That love, they take the words.
Right.
Love, you know what I mean? It's like you've been in school, you like 5 years old, somebody come up and say, hey, your dad loves you more than me. Loves me more than you. You know, so, or even to be like, hey, man, your dad loves me too. He loves me just as much as he loves you.
Right.
Like, you be like, man, what the hell you talking about my dad?
Right, get that brother in hand, man. Imagine your mother or your father coming to the school and saying to you, I love all of these kids the same as I love you. You would be like, what?
Right.
Like that. You ever seen that SpongeBob meme
Okay.
Where he's like, like he's like looking, you will be looking like that. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
And then you tell black people, not only, we're not just talking about any old parent here. We're not talking, well, that's fine, right? Your actual parents, your earthly parents. We're talking about the Most High God said he only loves you. And we gotta argue about that. Good night. You know who you don't have to argue with about them being the greatest people on the face of the earth? Somebody read my mind. Name me the nation of people who you don't have to argue with them that they're the best.
White men, Edomites.
Mm-hmm.
They think they're the best.
Is there any more? You go to any other nation on the planet Earth, and they'll tell you we're the best people ever made in life. The sister said Africans, Most High in Christ, Africans think they are better than you.
That's right.
And there's they don't even think twice about it. Please,
The Greeks haven't done shit in over 2,000 years to this day because of their history.
Brother.
They're greater than other people.
Brother, you are saying nothing but facts. I'm from Queens, where there's every kind of nationality you can find. I grew up around Elamites. I grew up around Edomites. I grew up around Hamites. I grew up around Greeks. I grew up around Russians, all of them. And let me tell you, like your brother said, all of them have pride and believe they're better than everybody else.
Right.
You go to Queens right now and go to Astoria, Queens right now, and find some Greek family and argue with them about culture. They will say, Greeks did this and did that, and our art is the best, our music is the best, our food is the best, our women are the best, our men are the strongest. That's how all of them think. It's only goddamn blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that I gotta go to and be like, you're better than everybody else, and they say, well, no, I don't think, no. I think we're all great in our own way. We're all strong, all women are beautiful. All of them. You understand? It's a goddamn travesty. It disgusts me. Let me tell you something. No other women are beautiful except black women, Hispanic women, and Native Indian women. Right? That's it. None of them. You understand? And I'm bringing this out, man. It relates to my topic because something I've been seeing it's been hurting my soul. Who has heard of this little thing all over the news called the coronavirus? Anybody heard of it? Okay, so I'm not alone here. So, no sweat. So the coronavirus is sweeping the world. It's every day some new stuff coming out. I hear they got a confirmed case up in New York. I hear like 6 people just died in Washington. I hear some lady came to RDU, not too far. RDU's what, 20 minutes from here? 25 minutes from here, came to the airport. Yeah, like 20 minutes from here, came to the airport and she got it. Like, it's been going all over, man. And then I saw something that just, and to no surprise, right? Because of coronavirus, somebody again. So it's like this, like, what's been happening that's kind of weird to see because of coronavirus? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's been going on in the world, here in America, not something we're used to seeing, but it's been consistent because of this whole coronavirus scare in terms of people treating each other a certain way. Anybody got anything? Please.
Well, from what I've seen is people are more standoffish. Mm-hmm. They are separating themselves from other people as best.
From other people in general?
Well, particularly Moab.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not used to this, but it reminds me of after 9/11. Please, you put some. You put OJ in it. No sweat. Slap. Come on, yo. Mario, if you came out, we should have to pass me that cup, bro. The water. It reminds me of after 9/11. After 9/11, you couldn't be brown skinned with a big beard, the water. You couldn't be brown skinned with a big beard. Please,
It was exactly your nigga.
right.
You were citizens arrested.
You was getting checked everywhere you was going. Go ahead,
Now it's funny because in New York, people were shaving their beards
Right.
left and right.
They had to. I remember it. You could not be too, like, if you was like kind of like light brown, kind of lighter skin with a beard, it's over for you. And don't and let me say this: if you was a real Elamite, because like I said, I grew up around a lot of Elamites. If you was a real Elamite, rocking a turban and all of that, ooh wee. And the funny part is that they're not even Muslim. They're not even Muslim. And they was catching the rap, bro. They was public enemy number one. Everybody was looking at them sideways. Everybody was making jokes about them. Everybody was like calling. Like at that time, I'm just gonna tell you what it was. If you was in high school or you was young in grade school and you had a turban, you was an Elamite, you was from that area. Shalom, I want you thought. You want to say
Hey, shalom.
if you was one of them type of people, let me tell you, you were going to be called Osama bin Laden.
Right.
Everyone's going to call you Osama. And that was what it was.
Yeah.
You understand? Well, now it's happening to Moab.
That's right.
Ooh-wee. I can't believe it. Moab right now is public enemy number one. For the first time, they're getting profiled. People's looking at them like, oh. Hey, they call him, he got that corona. He got that. They looking at him sideways.
Right.
Please,
You know, and with good reason, if I may. I've seen Salaki several videos where Moabites with the virus went, like one lady went in the elevator and she had the virus. She spit in her own hand and rubbed it on all of them.
Oh yeah. I see.
And then another dude, he went in the bathroom and he just did the whole door. He just put his hand over the whole door to make sure somebody get it, man.
good night.
I ain't going nowhere near them niggas.
No sweat.
I never did, but
Please,
It's like if I'm there to speak on the scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? You talking about they gotta go through. A brother at birthday, we was talking about it. He was like, "Yeah, that's bad. It's sad." I'm like, "Why?" I'm like, "Why did they feel bad?" I'm like, for once, they get a tiny taste of what it's like to be a
that's right.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is I'm like, this is
That's right.
The full effect.
That, yup, but give a hand.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Because that's what one of my topics is. Who saw the video of the Moabite man getting assaulted? There was a video I saw.
On an airplane?
No, he was like walking around.
Nice.
And he got killed. Salaki, and with that, we pass the class over to the priest officer. Has a
Fire zone.
You wanted to click it and go back and change the topic.
yeah, because I put my topic up. History
On.
Latasha Harlins case from back in the 90s when that Moabite shot the sister.
Okay. Los Angeles?
Yeah.
You want to clip it and go back?
Nah, don't clip it. What we'll do is we just change it up after. But what I really wanted to go over is the problem that the black community has, you know what I'm saying? By the way, I was to my brothers. You know, Avukasha, why are you always asking a pig if it loves mud? It's the natural thing to do, brother. I'm just messing with you. Too hard. Hey, I'm so happy to be in there, man. You all don't know. Hell yeah. So what I wanted to go over is the plague that has been plaguing black people forever. What plague am I talking about? Pork. Christianity. Pork. Christianity is a different level of the plague, but you know what I'm saying? Pork. You know what I mean? Like, I came from Greenville, and I mean, I haven't seen it as much in Durham. I don't know because I probably look it. Go ahead, brother.
You want to put the mic on?
That's two one, man. We two one. The two. You want to put it on?
Yeah.
I don't sweat. No say I'm Christ. My voice too soft.
Nah, you swallow too.
Salakia. I have a soft voice. I don't know what happened, man. Probably, flu probably took it away from me. But anybody got any questions? By the way, no question.
Right, so,
Go ahead.
earlier in the chat, it says that a question on Galatians 5.
Galatians,
Galatians 5, 1 through 5.
get it,
I'm familiar with what it's talking about, but I didn't have to break it.
get it. See if I have the breakdown for it. If I don't, then we'll just take a note and then give it to us some other time.
Can you pour that whole young?
I'm trying to get it now. I don't know. Baba Kishore. Taba. Galatians 1.
Galatians chapter 5, 1 through 5.
Okay, I got it. Chapter 5, 1 through 5.
Go.
All right. Leave me with it. The book of Galatians, chapter 5, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free. Keep reading. And be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. Mm-hmm. Verse 2. Behold, I, Paul, say unto you, that if ye be circumcised, Christ shall profit you nothing. For I testify again to, verse 3, Salakia. For I testify again to every man that is circumcised, that he is a debtor to do the whole law. Mm-hmm. Verse 4. Christ is become of no effect unto you, whosoever of you are justified by the law. Ye are fallen from grace. For we through the Spirit wait for the hope of righteousness by faith. I know part of the breakdown, but I'm not gonna give the breakdown. Why? Because as with everything, you want to be sure.
Yeah,
make sure and make sure. What's it? Be sure and make sure.
Don't be sure, make sure.
Make sure, right? You know what I'm saying? But if the sister can have some patience, one of the brothers, we'll definitely get that breakdown for you in the next class and respond to that question. You know what I'm saying? Two other brothers for reading that for me. Yeah, go ahead. No, you have a question? What's our crack? No. Okay. All right. So I got this thing here. I need somebody to read for me. Baba Kushari, you all know I always come with the articles and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You wanna take this over? Okay. All right. And the password to the phone is 1611 in case it locks. All right. Okay. ISUPK class pork. For African Americans, high blood pressure often develops early in life. Wait, read that again. Is there a way we can get him on this? No? Just go as loud as you can, brother. Can't one.
Yeah, that's not connected to the computer. That's just
it's just for us.
Yeah, they'll hear him on the live.
Okay, got you. Okay, most times. Okay. 2-1. Go ahead. ISUPK class, pork. For African Americans. For who? African Americans. Go ahead. High blood pressure often develops early in life. Nice. Why is this article saying that high blood pressure develops early in life? Anybody? Why would you think that the article would say this? And this is a doctor. This doctor, his name is Dr. Alex, I think. You know what I'm saying? Who wrote this article? He's been studying the effects of pork on the human body, forever. You know what I mean? And he wrote this article stating a lot of different things that we should never do, including eating pork. Right. You know what I'm saying? So just go ahead and read that again. For African Americans, high blood pressure often develops early in life. Mm-hmm. The prevalence of high blood pressure or hypertension in African Americans in the United States is among the highest in the world.
Slow down, brother. Slow down. We don't want to run like Hussein. You said both. Take that again. Slowly, Baba Kasha.
The prevalence of high blood pressure or hypertension in African Americans.
In who?
African Americans.
In Japanese.
African American.
In East Indians.
African American.
In the Caucasian race.
African American.
Go ahead.
In the United States is among the highest.
Among the what?
The highest.
No, the lowest.
The highest.
The mid-level.
The highest.
Keep reading.
In the world.
In the what?
In the world.
Nice. Why is it saying that high blood pressure and hypertension of the highest amongst African Americans in the United States? Anybody, just
It must be diet related.
What else do you think? What is the topic we're talking? What we're talking about? Pork, right? And if we know about pork, what do we know about the scriptures and what it says about pork? Go ahead.
That pork is unlawful.
To who?
To eat.
To who?
To Israel.
To who?
To Israel.
Now get that scripture for me so we can prove all things. It's in the book of Leviticus 11. You know, we could start from verse 1 to 3 and then jump to verse 7. Babu Kasha.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 3.
Verse 1. Start from verse 1.
Verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel.
Wait, speak unto who?
The children of Israel.
So we know that the children of Israel are who this is talking about.
Right.
This entire context of what is going to be read is geared towards the children of Israel. Now, who are the children of Israel? We know the children of Israel are the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Today, you understand what I'm saying? The Mexicans, you know what I mean? The black men in America, you know what I mean? The South Americans, the Colombians, Guatemalans, and so on and so forth, the West Indians in the Caribbean, yeah? That's the children of Israel. This is who this is going to be talking to. Go ahead.
Saying, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
Keep going.
Verse 3. Whatsoever parteth the hoof.
Now there's a criteria in the type of beasts that we can eat as the children of Israel, given to us by our God, right? So the first one is what?
Whatsoever parteth the hoof.
Now whatsoever animal parteth the hoof, meaning you have it's separated, the hoof, the feet of whatever the animal is separated, right? Like this. Keep going.
And is cloven footed.
And it's cloven footed, meaning that the hair is running down to the foot, to the hoof. Keep going.
And cheweth the cud.
And eat grass and regurgitates the food and chew it. And then swallows it and digests the food. You know what I'm saying? That's the criteria 1, 2, and 3. Keep going. Jump down to verse 7, Baba Tusha.
Verse 7. And the swine.
And the who?
The swine.
So now the swine, if we know what the swine is called today, it's called pork. You know what I'm saying? It's called sausage. It's called bacon. You know what I mean? And so on and so forth. Chitlins, all that is pork. You know what I mean? The swine. Keep going.
Though he divided the hoof.
Though he divided the hoof, though there's the space in the feet of the pork, of the swine. Keep going.
And be cloven footed.
And it's cloven footed. The hair runs down to the foot. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Yet.
Yet. In addition to, or it's a conjunction in the context of this, the way it's written, right? Yet or but. You know what I mean? Keep going.
he cheweth not the cud.
So now this animal here, which is the swine or the pork, the pig, you know what I mean? It does not chew the cud, so it does not fit the criteria of animal or beast that we should eat, because there are 3 criteria. You know what I mean? 1, divided the hoof. 2, cloven foot, and that animal must be able to chew the cud, right? So the swine doesn't chew the cud. All right. So it is what? Keep going.
He is unto you.
No, we should eat chitlins.
He is unclean to you.
Bacon and pork chops.
Unclean to you.
All right, nice. So now we established that pork is unclean according to God. Go back to the article. Let's see what's going on. To what reading, brother?
No sign of crap.
Let me get some liquid courage in the meantime. To what, brother? To what? 16:11.
Oh, 16:11. Okay.
Yeah.
It went to the. Oh, let me go back.
You see it? To what?
16. Okay. Okay, got it. Came right back. The prevalence of high blood pressure or hypertension in African Americans in the United States is amongst the highest in the world.
Right, it's amongst the highest in the world. Keep going.
More than 40% of non-Hispanic African American men and women have high blood pressure.
Let's read that one more time.
More than 40% of non-Hispanic African American men and women have high blood pressure.
Keep going.
For African Americans, high blood pressure also develops earlier in life and is usually more severe.
Nice. Now, and the reason why it is saying that is because a lot of our people eat pork.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of our people eat shrimp, crab and lobster and all these things, but we're focusing on pork because pork has a very, very, very serious effect on the body.
Right.
You know what I mean? And as you're about to read, this doctor meticulously put in all the information that we need to know about the effects of pork on the human body, right? Now, for a black man, if you're listening to this and a black woman, and when I say black, I mean the 12 tribes, you should understand that the consumption of pork is a no-no. You know what I mean? Because the statistics based on health practitioners, you know what I mean? It is showing that our people suffering more from these chronic, how do you call them, diseases. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother.
Why so many African Americans have high blood pressure?
This is the question that we need to ask ourselves. Why? I mean, white people eat a lot of pork too, but they are not diagnosed with high blood pressure and hypertension as much as blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You know what I mean? Why? Keep going.
Theories include higher rates of obesity and diabetes among African Americans. Researchers have also found that there may be a gene that makes African Americans much more salt sensitive. Nice.
Now, let me tell you what he's trying to say based on science, that we're not supposed to take in so much salt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That pork is salty. You know what I mean? For those of us who ate pork before or who eaten it now, we know it's salty. And it's not good for Israel. Right. Because we already had the salt. Why you want to add salt to salt? Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's ridiculous. That's why the Lord said that the swine, he's unclean to you. Right. You know what I mean? So this is one of the reasons why we shouldn't eat pork, because the iodine content, you know what I mean, the salt, it is too high for our people, you know what I mean, which leads to high blood pressure and diabetes and all these other things. Keep going, brother.
And
And
people,
Salaki, anybody want have anything to say? You all can chime in anytime. You need to have
in people who have this gene, as little as 1 extra gram, half a teaspoon.
Wait. One. Say that again.
As little as 1 extra gram.
1 extra gram.
Half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon of salt will kill you. And when you eat that pork chop, that's like 10 teaspoons or 10 tablespoons, as a matter of fact, of salt. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how people smell chitlins. Like, Lord God. You know? Go ahead, brother.
If I may, sir. I've been poor. But man, when I was a little boy, this woman, my mother got sick and she sent me to this woman's house to eat. Sent my whole family over there. She was gonna feed my whole family. She had, this is the first time I ever experienced chitlins. I never ate chitlins in my life. She had a trough of chitlins. And she had aluminum foil on the top. She peeled off that aluminum foil, and that smell just smacked me. I swear to God, look. That was the nastiest.
I believe you.
No.
I believe you. Because when I smelled it for the first time in my entire life in North Carolina, I had to leave the vicinity of where it was being prepared and never return for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? And when I came back, I greeted the people for a brief moment and I bounced. Because the remembering the smell is disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, keep going. Good. Go ahead, brother.
Could raise blood pressure as much as, okay. As little as 1 extra gram, half a teaspoon of salt could raise blood pressure as much as 5 millimeters Hg.
Yeah, well, that's the measurement for high blood, how they measure high blood. I don't know what that is. You know what I'm saying? That's a doctor writing that anyway.
Yeah.
So go to the next portion of it.
The dangers diabetes are massive.
The dangers of diabetes are massive.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Go ahead.
Uncontrolled blood pressure levels may cause some nerve damage, kidney damage, heart disease, even vision loss.
Nice. So read that one more time and give me that voice.
Uncontrolled sugar levels, blood sugar levels, Salakia, may cause nerve damage.
What?
Nerve damage.
Go ahead.
Kidney damage.
Uh-huh.
Heart disease.
Uh-huh.
And even vision loss.
Nice. This is why you see a lot of older brothers and sisters with some thick ass glasses. Come on. Let me see if I can find. You see this? You see the thickness of this? That's the glasses they have in their eyes. Because for all their life they eating pork. For all their life, every Thanksgiving chitlins have to be on the menu. You know what I mean? And all these other disgusting, abominable foods. You know what I mean? And what it does is it contributes to vision loss, it contributes to, kidney damage and all the other things that you mentioned. And here we go. We are talking about African Americans. It's not talking about any other race of people, it's talking about African Americans or Israelites. You know what I'm saying? And this is the adverse effect that pork, the consumption of pork is having on our brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? Which is something that the Lord knew would happen. This is why he said, the swine to you is unclean. Don't eat it. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Among other concerning issues, knowing the signs and symptoms of diabetes allow earlier diagnosis.
Keep going.
In turn, creating better treatment options and quality of life affected individuals. Nice.
Now listen to this. This is just hogwash, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much treatment you get when you already have diabetes, you have it. You know what I'm saying? You're just now a slave to CVS and Walgreens. You know what I'm saying? And your doctor. You know what I mean? It's like, that's it for you now. You know what I mean? 200 different types of medication in your cabinet. You know what I mean? And you gotta be popping them every day in your mind, thinking that you're gonna feel better or life is gonna change, and you still going to Olive Garden and order shrimp, and you still going to McDonald's and getting that sausage in the morning with eggs, and then later on you pop in those pills to get better. You're not gonna get better. Why? Because you're consuming the same thing that is destroying you. And the oppressor knows that. You know what I'm saying? He knows that even if you try your best to get off of it, you won't. Why? Because we know that Israel's stiff-necked. You know what I mean? And we love the smell of that bacon. Oh, I can't not eat bacon. That's what people say. I can't not have bacon. It's part of my diet. I gotta have it every morning. But guess what? In having diabetes, you know what I'm saying, which is nigh unto death, when you start withering away, then you might, in your mind, decide, you know what, I don't want to eat those things no more.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
It's like I said, I mean, like, what you're saying is so heavy, man. It's like even when black people, you know what I'm saying, when we get the goddamn illness, right? How you say, you know what I'm saying, like, now you taking all this medicine, you think you're gonna get better, but you still continue to eat the goddamn pork. It's like it's so bad, even to where in death. You know what I'm saying? You lose family members from it. You got family members that die, I'm saying, every day, all year. Like,
Right.
like the movie Soul Food. Like the movie Soul Food. Well, Big Mama died, you know what I'm saying, because she would eat too much goddamn pork. And she didn't want to amputate her ligaments.
Right.
So it spread, you know what I'm saying, to the point where it killed her.
Right.
And then that same goddamn Sunday, they all in the kitchen, and then, you know what I'm saying, table eating the same food that just killed all that goddamn stubborn and stiff that we are.
Right. Get it, brother. That's absolutely right. Good, brother.
And it's the same thing, like, even like this thing that the brother talking about, not like it goes all the way, like he said, to death, to where at the goddamn funeral,
Right.
like Salaki, if I may, I love right?
Come with, brother.
He passed away. Our grandfather passed away. I believe he had stomach cancer, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Passed away. I go to the funeral, and of course, after the funeral, black people know you gotta have the whole thing, everybody can eat and all that. Everything on the plate is pork. I had to eat like a salad. I'm like, I can't eat none of this.
You turn vegan.
God, like my ass is God, sir. But it's like, even in death, they're dead because of this thing, and then everybody goes to the basement of the church and eats the thing that just put that
in the basement of the way?
In the basement of the church.
So boom. That's the reason why.
That's right.
Church. You know what I'm saying? It's because of the church. You know what I'm saying? Because if our Christian leaders would teach us these things, what we're bringing out tonight, you know what I mean? Tons of our brothers and sisters in death would be appalled by even the idea of eating any one of these foods.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we would know in our psyche that, oh man, my grandma died because she ate pork. My grandpa died because of this and that.
Right.
You know what? We are not serving this at, well, how they call the thing when people die and they have the repast? There you go. We're not having that at our repast. You know what I'm saying? And then it would be perpetuated, you know what I mean? And slowly but surely, the black community will realize that, hey, we don't want pork.
Right.
Because Big Mama died, Big Papa died, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. So, you know what I mean? To hell with you, Christian pastor, because you're the one promoting this, and we're seeing the destruction. You know what I mean? I just wanted to sidebar. Go ahead, keep reading, brother. Squeeze it.
I got it.
Okay, most accurate.
1611.
Yes, sir.
And we're back. Okay. Trichinosis. Dangerous.
Dangerous.
Did you know that pigs carry a variety of parasites?
Read that again.
Did you know that the pigs carry a variety of parasites?
This is why the Most High said it is unclean to you.
Right.
Because he made it. He know how it works. Fast forward to 2020, a doctor is saying the same thing that the Bible is saying, don't eat pork.
Right.
Because now he's going to go into meticulous details as to why it is dangerous for our health. Keep going.
Carry a variety of parasites in their bodies and meat.
In the what?
In their bodies and meat.
And what?
Meat.
The thing that we love to eat, in the flesh of that pork, or that pig, or that swine. Keep going, brother.
Some of these parasites are difficult to kill, even when cooking.
Can you repeat that for me, Baba Kasha?
Some of these parasites.
Some of these parasites inside of, I saw that movie when I was young. It's about a pig and a spider. What you know?
Charles Webb?
Charles Webb. What was the name of the pig?
Wilbur.
Wilbur. Wilbur. You all know who Wilbur is, right? So some of the parasites in Wilbur, keep going,
in their bodies and meat. Some of these parasites are difficult to kill even when cooking.
Even when cooking Wilbur, you can't get rid of the parasites inside of him.
Right.
Or was Wilbur a girl? I don't know. Anyway, keep going, brother.
This is the reason there are many warnings out there about eating undercooked pork.
Nice. Now, a lot of our brothers and sisters in the Caribbean do that. You know what I'm saying? They would, it's called sauce. You would heat up the pig, for a little bit, and then you would slice it up and put it in hot water. With onions and all kinds of stuff and gravy it up nicely. And, they would serve it cool or warm, however you want. And you would eat that thing, which is not fully cooked.
Okay.
So the risk of getting infected with any one of the parasites residing in that particular animal is 100%.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep going, brother.
One of the biggest concerns with eating pork meat is trichinosis or trichinellosis. This is an infection that humans get from eating undercooked or uncooked pork that contains the larvae of the trichinella worm. In some countries and cultures, they actually consume pork raw.
Yes, that is true. That is absolutely true.
The worm parasite is very commonly found in pork. When the worm, most often living in cysts in the stomach, that's the bacon.
Yes, sir.
Often through stomach acids, its larvae are released into the body of the pig. These new worms make their homes in the muscles of the pig. Next stop, the unknown human body that consumes this infected meat flesh.
Keep going.
1 Corinthians 6, 19 and 20.
Before we go to 1 Corinthians 6, 19 and 20, read from the middle part of that thing again, because I think it flew over a lot of people's head. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Let's take a little time with it. Go ahead.
The worm parasite is very commonly found in pork.
No. If we know what worm parasites are, we know there's how to call it, a very illustrious one called a tapeworm. Everybody knows that, you know what I'm saying? It's one of the ones that goes inside your intestines, you know what I'm saying? It feeds on everything you eat, then it can end up in your brain and whatever and kill you. You know what I'm saying? And that is found in the pig or in the swine. Keep going, brother.
Most often living in cysts in the stomach, open through stomach acids. Its larvae are released into the body of the pig. These new worms make their homes in the muscles of the pig.
Nice. So now imagine you slice a snout of the pig or an arm or something, right? You won't see it, but the larvae is inside of the muscle or the meat of that animal. And it doesn't matter how much you cook it, it is still going to be there. So when you ingest it, now it's going to be inside of your system, your bloodstream. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in your intestine. You know what I mean? Keep going, brother.
These new worms make their homes in the muscles of the pig's next stop, the unknown human body that consumes this infected meat flesh.
Mm-hmm.
Corinthians 6:19-20.
Get that scripture for me. Any questions on topic, off topic? Nothing yet? Shalom.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 19. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit?
Read that one more time.
What?
Say that again.
What?
That's a question, right?
So
now it's like, the question is being asked to Israel, like, what? Like, who the hell tell you can do what you want with your body? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Don't you know that what?
Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you?
Which is in who?
You.
Nice. This is the reason why we should understand not to eat these things.
Right.
Because why? Tell me why, please, anybody. We've been going over it all night. Go ahead.
It's unclean.
It is unclean to you.
Right.
And if we know that our body is not ours, but is the dwelling place of the Holy Spirit, just like in the day when the heathens brought the pork on the altars in Jerusalem and defiled the temple of the Most High, when we ingest any abominable food, we are doing in essence the same thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We are polluting the temple of the Most High, where the Holy Spirit needs to dwell. Keep going.
And ye are not your own.
And ye are not the what?
Ye are not your own.
Salakia. Read that one more time.
Ye and ye are not your own.
Keep going.
Verse 20. For ye are bought with a price.
You are bought it for what?
With a price.
What does that mean? Somebody help me.
Somebody paid your way.
Yes. I can take that, but give me more.
What's the scripture say?
It says, ye are bought with a price.
Yeah. You're bought with a price. What is that? What is that saying?
That somebody else owns you.
That's true. Bring it home then.
You belong to the Most High.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? And if you think that you can do what you want, what does the scripture say? Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. To serve the Most High, to fear the Most High, and keep the commandments is the whole duty of man. That's it. And the law says you shouldn't eat pork because your body is not yours, according to what we just read.
That's
you know what I mean? You yourself don't even belong to you. You belong to the Most High.
That's right.
Right? So the Most High saying don't eat pork, so our communities will have less high blood pressure.
Right.
Less what diabetes, what hypertension, you know what I'm saying, to water. You know what I mean? Trichinosis, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? Any more on that scripture, brother?
Therefore, glorify God in your body.
Do what?
Glorify the Most High in your body.
Now, go ahead.
If I were to take care of ourselves, follow the dietary law.
I like that answer, but make it simple for me. Make it
Obey
simple.
the Most High.
Obey the Most High. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Obey God. You know what I'm saying? Read it again.
For ye are bought with a price. Therefore glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are the Most High.
Kaboom. So there's no pork eating for blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
None. And don't think in your mind that you can sneak up and hide somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And have a little bit of bacon now and then. Hey, somebody seen you. You know who's seen you? The Most High is seeing you. You know what I mean? And go ahead.
You know, they try their best to make sure you get some swine in you. They put that swine in almost everything.
I know.
You have to be diligent, man, not to make them slip.
Right.
Eat some swine.
Right. And that's a heavy point you brought down because, you know, a lot of times we fail to read the label on the packaging of the food that we buy. You know what I'm saying? And it contains, give me a second, and it contains pork in it or byproducts of pork in it. You know what I'm saying? However, the Most High knows that we're in captivity as a nation of people, you know what I'm saying? And if we are very diligent and we try our best to not eat or come in contact with those abominable foods, he will do his best to keep it away from us. You know what I'm saying? I comment to you. Go ahead, number one.
Okay, I just had a precept.
Go ahead, give me the precept.
It's a precept of what you just said about, you know what I'm saying, you can't go behind the door, behind this and hide. And the Christian pastors, I got Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 17.
I knew that was what it was. Just give me a second.
No,
get that for me. Go ahead, brother. To what?
Isaiah 66 and 17.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry, so I was gonna say like in the main reason I'm saying why as us as a nation of people don't take this serious is because our so-called fathers, our so-called leaders, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
don't proliferate this throughout the earth. You know what I'm saying? Because when they come to like, say you got a personal trainer, or you know what I'm saying, you following somebody who's fit, you know, you'll find that you'll follow that diet plan to a T.
Right.
You'll look at all those ingredients to make sure, you know, so you're not violating that diet plan because it's something that you want.
Right.
Something that you want to achieve, but it's like this is not taught to us on a normal basis, nor is it even proven that it has real value. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like we disregard it and store it away because of the goddamn Christian church.
And that's right. Yeah, brother, and that's true. You know what I'm saying? And again, we have to always blast our leaders or so-called leaders in the black community because what the brother said is so heavy. You know what I mean? It takes away the understanding of what destroys black people. You know what I mean?
Right.
So let me give a simple analogy. You know, if you put your hand on a stove, a hot stove, right, you're gonna get burned, right? So the person who is in charge of the kitchen is never telling you don't put your hand on the hot stove. Even if 10 people just come before you and burn their hands on the hot stove. He's watching you going, reaching for whatever on the hot stove and burn yourself, and he's not saying anything. That's all Christian leaders. You know what I mean? Give me that precept, Bible Fisher. Isaiah. Anybody?
I got it.
You got it?
I got it. Book of Isaiah, chapter 66 and verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
They that sanctify themselves
Mm-hmm.
and purify themselves
Mm-hmm.
in the gardens,
Mm-hmm.
behind one tree,
Mm-hmm.
in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
Read that again.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens,
Mm-hmm.
behind one tree.
Behind where?
One tree.
Where?
One tree.
In your closet.
Behind one tree.
In your kitchen when
Behind one tree.
nobody looking.
Behind one tree.
Where?
In the midst, eating swine's flesh.
Eating what?
Swine's flesh.
Bacon.
Eating swine's flesh.
Chickens.
Eating swine's flesh.
Pork chops.
Swine's flesh.
Where?
And the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together.
Nice. Now listen to this, right? When diabetes hits your eyes, right?
Right.
And that pork belly, and you can't get rid of it, and your feet start to swell and start to rotten. You know what I mean? You're gonna realize, oh man, I should have never put that shit in my mouth. Good night. Oh, the doctor said that this is what is contributing to my illness. Oh, look at all these pills I gotta buy every day, and blah blah blah. Your forehead shining like an African. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you're waiting for? Read that scripture again, Baba Kasha. Because wait, if you have integrity in the open, Bible shall execute and implement that same level of integrity in private.
Oh, sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
When nobody looking, don't go sucking on pork chops.
What?
You know what I mean? It's disgusting. Don't put chickens in your mouth. You know what I mean? And this is I don't like the smell, but it tastes good. It's disgusting.
That's
God
right.
said it is unclean to you, blacks, Latino, and Native American. Read that again, Bible Show.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 66, and verse 17. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree, in the midst, eating swine's flesh, and the abomination.
And the abomination. What is the abomination? Every other type of unrighteous food, like lobster, like bat. Your brothers need to check out Mind Tonic. I got some videos coming out. It's gonna be mind-boggling. It's gonna blow your mind. I'm serious. Keep going, brother.
And the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
Saith who?
Saith the Lord.
Saith who?
The Lord.
Keep going. That's it? All right, Most High in Christ. Let's go back to our article, brother. Baba Kusha. Let's go back to our article.
Yeah, okay.
If Israel not taking heed to the ISUPK under Commanding General Yahana, bringing out all these types of information to help, you know what I mean, with the condition of our people in America and all over the earth. If we still decide in 2020, you know what I mean, that we want to continue to do the things that has been destroying us forever, then Lord be with whoever, you know what I'm saying? But the brothers and sisters who actually want to change, the doors are open, man. The sanctuary is being established since 1969.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Give Commanding General Yana a hand, man. You sound friends. Let's go, bro.
This is similarly to these worms, due to the pig, they can also do to humans. If you eat undercooked or raw pork that contains the parasite, then you are also swallowing trichinella larvae encased in a cyst.
Good night. It sounds disgusting to read it.
Yep.
Imagine seeing it, you know what I'm saying, and having it on your plate. Keep going, brother.
Your digestive juices dissolve the cyst, but that only unleashes the parasite into your inside.
You see that? You see that, right? So there's no getting rid of it. In other words, it's gonna get inside of you, and seeing that black people, you know what I mean, we so, you know what I mean, give me a word, resilient, or we strong, we, you know what I mean, we're durable. So lucky. You know what I mean? These things, it takes forever to destroy us. You know what I mean? It takes forever to destroy us. Now, one of the things that you will understand about eating a lot of high salt is that you put on a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? You put on a lot of weight. The meat itself, red meat, is something that is not good to consume like on a consistent basis. You know what I mean? Not even beef is good to consume every day. You know what I'm saying? You can have beef once a week, you know what I'm saying? Or once every month or twice a week. Something like that. Not every day. You understand what I'm saying? Because the time it takes to digest is way longer than, like, for example, chicken. You know what I mean? And fish and stuff like that. You know? Now, to be putting this disgusting animal inside of your system with all these parasites, guess what? You eat bacon this morning, tomorrow you eat bacon again. And then the day after that. And the day after that. And then the day after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not giving your body a chance to even get rid of the waste from the previous sets of abominations that you put in there. You know what I mean? So it makes us like oily, you know, and fat, obese, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother. Which now lends or makes provision for, gives room for high blood pressure and diabetes and these other diseases that come upon us when we eat those things. Keep going, brother.
The larvae then penetrate your small intestines.
Good night. It does what?
Penetrates your small intestines.
Go ahead.
Where they mature into adult worms and mate.
These worms having sex inside your stomach.
Good night. Dang, I ain't know that.
Yeah, well, you know that now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And this is why we need to stay away, you know what I mean, from these animals, man. Like these, even, I know in the Caribbean we eat possum. You know what possum is, right?
Yeah.
Possum?
Possum.
Oh, that's ugly. It's like it. I've seen a possum before. It's the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
It's more beautiful than a pig to me, but at the same time, you know. Hey, so lucky, brothers. You know, I mean, if we're serious every day, you know, it's not gonna work. We have to have a little sense.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean? But on a serious note, none of these animals are good for us. You know what I'm saying? Because according to the criteria given in the Levitical law, you know what I'm saying, the dietary law, if the animal doesn't have a divided hoof, cloven foot, and chew of the cud, we should not eat it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep going.
If you're at this stage of trichinosis, you may experience abdominal pain.
Wait. If you're at this stage, meaning that you eat the pig, you know what I mean? The worm inside of your stomach, it mates and larvae all inside of your small intestines. If you're at that stage, then this is what is going to happen to you. Read.
Abdominal pain.
What?
Abdominal pain.
You're going to feel pains in your stomach, your lower stomach area. You know what I mean? Your gut. Go ahead.
Diarrhea.
What?
Diarrhea.
You might be shitting yourself. You might feel you want to fart and salakia. It's just a slight drizzle. Keep going, brother.
Fatigue, nausea, and vomiting.
Salakia. My brother's killing me, man. Salakia, go ahead. You had something to say? You too. No pause was warranted, right?
No.
Okay, good. Keep going, brother.
Unfortunately, it doesn't end there.
Wait, let's read back again, and then we'll understand what we're saying.
Unfortunately,
No. Read back from the symptoms.
if you're at this stage of trichinosis, you may experience abdominal pain, diarrhea, fatigue, nausea, and vomiting.
And what?
Vomiting.
Keep going.
Unfortunately, it doesn't end there.
No, that is not all. Imagine you have to endure all of that. And that is not all. The price you have to pay for eating pork.
Right.
Keep going, brother.
Approximately a week after eating the infected pork, the adult female worms now inside your body produce larvae that enter into your bloodstream and eventually burrow into the muscle or other tissue.
Good night.
Once this tissue invasion occurs, symptoms of trichinosis include.
Now, this is the scary part. Go ahead.
Headache.
What?
Headache.
Because it's in your bloodstream. And your blood flows through your brain. So
They get in your brain.
they get in your brain. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
High fever.
High what?
High fever.
Go ahead.
General weakness. Muscle pain and tenderness. Pink eye.
Good night. Go ahead, brother.
Today, I had to go pick up my granddaughter. She had in daycare. She had a pink eye. Not from us.
Right.
From one of the children, because we don't eat no pork in my house. But she had picnic. I had to get a special like eye drop for her
Right.
today.
I mean, pink eye can be caused by other things, but in this case, it's telling us what the symptoms are after you had to go through a whole bunch of defecating yourself and all kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? Stomach pains and, you know what I mean, chills and all that stuff. There is, go ahead, brother.
Salaki, sir, if I may, what's really crazy about that is, as far as I know, and I believe there's other ways, but the relation between eating pork and getting pink eye is crazy. Because pink eye is actually caused when fecal particles get into your ocular cavity.
That's true.
So actual like feces particles, small, microscopic particles of feces getting into your eyes cavities,
right,
is how you get pink eye.
Right.
But when you eat pork, it's like the same thing happening, but from the inside.
Inside.
Good night.
So it's like, in other words, you've been eating shit.
That's right.
Salakia. Go ahead, brother.
So is that why they make the joke? People like, you farted on my pillow?
You can get pink eye.
Yes. I don't know who would do that, but.
That's like the scripture says, if I may.
Go ahead, brother.
It says it's just almost like eating a pig is like eating a mouse. It's the same, it's the same kind of poison, you know what I'm saying? Which is like shit.
Right. Well, I'll put it in a more dramatic way. Eating a pig is like you defecating on the floor, picking it up, putting it on a plate, and using a fork and a knife, and then having your way with the food, with the damn shit. That's pretty much what it is. Salakia.
Hey, that's
keep going.
Sensitivity to light.
Meaning your eyes now gonna be very sensitive because you have shit in your eyes. Keep going.
Swelling of the eyelids or face.
That's why you see a lot of brothers, even if what they're eating and sisters is not infected, but they have that full gloss on their face, that fatness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That is of a result of eating a lot of pork. From church to home, from home to a restaurant, is pork. You know what I mean? Keep going, brother.
And while no one particularly wants to consume worms, trichinosis is a serious illness that you should do virtually anything to avoid.
Right.
More, pigs harbor common viruses and parasites.
Every day, all day. Keep going.
Common. Pigs carry many viruses and parasites with them, whether by coming in direct contact with them through farm or eating their meat. We put ourselves at higher risk of getting one of these painful, often debilitating diseases, not to mention put our bodies on toxic overload.
Nice. No, guess what? In everything that we've been reading, there is no diagnosis or there is no treatment for none of this. And that's a doctor. Meaning, when you eat pork, you're eating pork at your own risk. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if you eat an infected piece of meat, the Lord be with you. If you don't, then the Lord still be with you. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get sick regardless.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Because there are other parasites and other viruses and organisms inside of that meat that will affect you in a different way. You understand what I'm saying? The result or the effect of eating pork is not the same for every individual. You understand what I'm saying? Keep going, brother.
Pigs carry many viruses and parasites with them, whether by coming in direct contact with them through farms or by eating their meats. We put ourselves in higher risk of getting one of these painful, often debilitating diseases and toxic overload. Pigs are primary carriers of Taenia sodium tapeworm.
That's the number one killer. That's the number one killer. That's the one that will kill you instantly. Yeah, the fuckers, they can grow 8 to 9 feet inside of you.
Bigger than you, smaller than larger.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And they will consume everything you eat. Now, you might be a chubby dude, but as soon as you get infected with a tapeworm, you become like this. Like this part of the thing. That's your arm, you know what I mean? And your head will be like Al Sharpton's head. So like keep going, brother.
In developed countries, hepatitis E virus.
Right. No, this is one of the most dangerous viruses. If you all didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Read.
In developed countries, sporadic cases of hepatitis E virus, genotype 3, have occurred in humans after eating uncooked or undercooked pork.
Right.
Porcine reproductive and respiratory syndrome, aka blue ear pig disease.
Nice. This is one of the things that happens in the Caribbean a lot. I will tell you because I know. You know what I'm saying? People get sick because of some of the ways that we prepare pork in the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's this thing they call I don't forget it name. Sauce. There you go.
What is it?
Sauce.
Sauce.
Yeah.
Sauce.
Yeah. So it is partially boiled, and then you know what I mean, they put peppers and onions and all kinds of stuff, garlic and stuff. It smells nice. You know what I mean? And most of the time they do it with like the pig feet and the snout of the pig. You know what I'm saying? Not the meaty part of the pig. Like the snout of the pig, the pig feet and stuff like that. And I had my days with it, you know. It's ungodly, it's unrighteous. On an astronomical level, you know. And that disease, what's the name of the disease?
Hepatitis E virus.
No, the pig what?
Salakia. Blue ear, it's called porcine reproductive and respiratory syndrome, aka blue ear pig disease.
Blue ear pig disease, right. So a lot of times you would get it and you wouldn't know what's wrong with you until you go to the hospital and then they have to flush out your intestines and all that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Because you pork, you know what I mean? Viruses and stuff, they do a good job though in flushing you out, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, this is something that as a nation of people, we shouldn't be eating it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep going, bro.
Nipah virus, I don't know what that is, and meningel virus. I guess that's like meningitis.
Meningitis.
The virus is in the family of Paramyoxviridae.
That I don't know. I wouldn't even pronounce that because that thing would tear my lips from end to end. But anyway, keep going.
Each of these viruses, of parasites and viruses, can lead to serious health problems that can last for years to come.
Right. I think that should be all on the article, right?
There's one more paragraph.
Okay, go ahead.
I've talked a lot about what this does in humans. Similarly, pigs are more commonly developing diseases that are resistant to antibiotics.
Nice. Now, why is the doctor saying this? It's because of what I said earlier on. He has never said that this is the treatment for that and this is the treatment for this, and he's a doctor. Because pigs, when they come up with a disease or sickness or virus, it's untreatable. You know what I'm saying? It's either you die or you hold on to it until you die. You know what I'm saying? Because the most I said, and get me Leviticus chapter 11, real quick.
Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. And the swine.
And the what?
The swine. He divided the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
He is what?
Unclean. Of their flesh ye shall not eat.
Of their flesh ye shall not do what?
Eat.
Why? Because it just read. You know what I'm saying? The viruses, the parasites, you know what I'm saying? The worms, all these things that inside of the flesh of the pork or the swine. This is why the Lord said that the flesh you should do what?
You shall not eat.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? It is unclean to you. Swine's flesh is unclean to you.
Bro, you're not even supposed to touch it. It says, if I may.
Go ahead, keep reading.
And their carcass ye shall not touch.
And you see that? For an Israelite, a black, Latino, or Native American, you shouldn't even be touching the pig.
What?
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't touch a pork. You shouldn't touch Wilbur, man.
Right. Right.
Wilbur is unclean to you. Go ahead, brother.
It's like this.
Babu Kashem.
This like even though like this would be considered, but like I just want to say least, you know what I'm saying, commandment. It's so goddamn heavy, man, and it's so important. That's why it's in, you know what I'm saying, one of the damn 5 books of Moses, you know what I'm saying, in the law.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the Lord didn't even want us to have to go through all the goddamn scrutiny of, you know what I'm saying, suffer from all these goddamn curses.
Exactly.
The same way when you got a child, you teach a child, don't touch the goddamn stove because it's hot.
Right.
So if the child was listening, your whole life would be too hard.
Most high
You know what I mean?
Oh, sorry.
But guess what? The wicked parent who will not teach the child don't touch the hot stove,
Right.
like the Christian pastor who does not we shouldn't eat pork. Guess what? When we go eat pork, we have to suffer the consequences of the curses. You know what I'm saying? And so you before you go to the precept, hold the precept. Let me get you mentioned curses, and that's to what? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 27, Babu Kashan.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 27. The Lord will smite thee with the botch of Egypt.
Meaning what? Meaning what? Meaning what?
Scabs.
Plagues. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, you get all what Egypt get.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Keep going.
Of Egypt and with emeralds.
Hemrod, but before we even continue verse 27, give me verse 15. Let's set the precedence for the thing.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
That will happen in the future, 2020 and beyond. Keep going.
If thou wilt not.
If thou will what?
Not
hearken
unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe, to do all his commandments.
To do what?
All his commandments.
And
his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Go ahead.
That all.
Some.
All.
A few.
All.
Go ahead.
These curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Like high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like hypertension, like let's jump outside of eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Like AIDS. You know what I'm saying? Like cancer. Do you know there's another part of the article that I didn't give you? You know what I'm saying? Because it's very long and detailed. You know what I'm saying? The doctor is saying that 2 strips of bacon is equivalent to smoking 4 packs of cigarette. You know what I'm saying? The adverse effect that it will have on your lungs and your body in giving you cancer. 2 strips of bacon, and we eat 4, 5, 6, 7 every morning. You understand what I'm saying? We do not listen as a nation of Israel, as a nation of people. And again, don't ever think that Azab is here and Tabawan, you know what I mean, and Mahaya and Yaramak and Iraq and all my brothers, we blasting black people and saying, oh, you're stupid, you don't listen, you're hard-headed. Nah, we blaming Al Sharpton.
Come.
We blaming TD Jakes.
That's right.
We blaming Creflo Dollar.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they are the ones who are supposed to be telling us what to do according to the laws of God. Yet they tell us the law is done away with. When we read, you got something?
No, it's whatever. It's the precept.
Can. Any more now? That was 15, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Give me 27 now. But we're coming to the precept.
The Lord will smite thee with the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 27. The Lord will smite thee with the box of Egypt, and with the emeralds, and with the scab.
You know what hemorrhoid is, right?
Hemorrhoids?
Hemorrhoids. Good night. That's it. Yeah, keep going, brother.
And with the itch,
Good.
where thou canst not be healed.
The itch that you cannot be healed. What type of itch is that? Anybody?
That sounds like venereal disease or some shit like that.
Eczema is one.
Eczema.
You know what I'm saying? Herpes is another one. You know what I mean? And so on and so forth. The Lord is putting these things on us because we're not obeying the Lord. You know what I mean? Keep going, brother. Keep going.
Verse 28. The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness.
Salaki, go to verse 35.
Verse 35.
Uh-huh.
And the Lord shall smite thee in the knees and in the legs with a sore box that cannot be healed.
Nice. So when you see brothers walking around limping and their feet rotting because they have high blood pressure, they have diabetes, and they have sores that can't be healed, read that again, Mabukasha.
The Lord shall smite thee in the knees.
In the what?
In the knees.
Go ahead.
And in the legs.
In the legs.
With a sore box.
With a what?
Sore box.
A what?
Sore box.
Go ahead.
That cannot be healed.
Nice. And we're not making this up. Are we making this up? When you have diabetes, do you see, have you ever seen a brother or sister with diabetes, right? And they have sores that cannot be healed from eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. Give me my precept.
The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 19.
Uh-huh.
Whosoever, therefore, shall break one of these least commandments.
Whosoever shall break one of these least commandments, whosoever in the nation of Israel shall break one of these least commandments, go ahead.
And shall teach men so.
And TD Jakes teaching us that the law is done away with, and we have to pray over pork, which is destroying blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Keep going.
He shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven.
TD Jakes shall be what?
The least in the kingdom of heaven.
Creflo shall be what?
The least in the kingdom of heaven.
Al Sharpton shall be what?
The least in the kingdom of heaven.
Why? Because they are teaching our people to break God's laws.
That's right.
And not keep the Levitical law. You all know I have a problem. Don't act like a problem. I hate English with a passion. So, when these so-called leaders teach our people to break the laws of God and embrace in the other white meat, you know what I'm saying? And shrimp is a delicacy. And then fast forward to a week, you know what I mean? Or brothers and sisters inside of the doctor's office wondering what's going on with their life. To what, brother? That was it on that, right?
Carnal.
Okay, most in Christ. You know what I mean? Wondering what's going on with their lives. They shall be the least in the kingdom of heaven, man.
But
Right.
You know who's going to be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?
carnal.
A trooper.
Right.
A trooper is going to be in the UPK. A trooper in the UPK is like Jay-Z in the kingdom of heaven.
But
Right. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And that gives the Most High a round of applause, man. That ain't no joke. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? These disgusting pieces of garbage we call leaders today, right now in 2020. You know what I mean? We're rubbing our people blind and teaching our people to break God's laws and teaching our people to be wicked. You know what I mean? In the kingdom of heaven, when Christ returns, they're gonna be like, I wouldn't even say a crackhead, because a crackhead knows he's a crackhead.
right.
You know what I mean? And he can change his life anytime. But a Christian is one such that, you know what I mean, you just disgusting on every level.
Right.
And words of, you know what I mean, our leader, Commanding General Johanna, I going to smoke crack before I turn a Christian.
That's right. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
The ISUPK and the brothers in the ISUPK shall be what?
Great in the kingdom of heaven.
Most High in Christ.
That's right.
And that's the beauty. You know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for the ISUPK under Commanding General Johanna, you think that a lot of the things that we're teaching right now will be taught? You think that a lot of the people who are in the school right now, who left the world and left Christianity and left Rasta and left Islam and left Buddhism and schisms, would be in here? No. You have something? Oh, anybody got something? Nobody got nothing? Anyway, that's the beauty of the ISUPK, you know what I'm saying? And to what I do my brothers and sister, you know what I'm saying, for making it tonight to the class. You know, I don't see anybody online asking any questions. You all probably have people on here who is not on this. So, Babu Kushar, Mahaya, if you could check just to see if they have any questions online. They got? Let's just see. Okay. No, that's about it. Can you see the title? I changed it. Did it populate? Check it for me. Babu Kushar, 2-1. On the YouTube, yeah. Facebook, on the Facebook. Is this Facebook? This is the Facebook, right?
It's both.
On each browser.
I was gonna talk to you about that. I got I set up the restream. The last time we tried to use it,
It wasn't working?
it worked. It was just the video was so pixelated. It didn't come out.
Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. I didn't know that we were on Facebook, on YouTube as well, though. Most High in Christ.
I'm looking at the comments right now.
What are we talking about? Since we were talking about the Levitical law, we were talking about the adverse effects of pork on the human body and why Israelites should not eat pork. It is unlawful and unclean to us. But I can see you get the point. All right, so we good to go, right?
John, comments, man.
Lock you. So that's it?
So like I'm checking YouTube right now.
Okay. Now I didn't change the thing on the YouTube, but I changed it on the Facebook. I didn't realize that we have the Facebook going on, the YouTube going on as well.
So this is about Galatians 5. Oh,
Galatians 5? Yeah, I already
okay.
yeah, I already talk about that. Get the proper breakdown and then bring it. I'll be here on Wednesday as well. So we'll teach in the class on Wednesday. Mahaya?
I believe it's not obviously every other week.
Every other week?
That's what I was told, every other week.
Oh, it's like I didn't hear that.
Yeah, in the concept.
Yeah, also every other week. I was like, how would it be? I'm not sure if this falls in the other week, but yeah.
I no swear. Anyway, and with that, pass the class over to the person of God.
ISUPK security announcements. We the ISUPK start at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command of Jeremy Hunt. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes to the school or off limits for 6 months, they are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves in the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There are another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21, and Malachi 3, 8 through 10. Means 10 in the Hebrew is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, gives to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming race convocations, of course, Feast of Purim, which falls on this Saturday and this Sunday, right? It's in March 7th and March 8th, right? The location for anyone in North Carolina would be in the Durham School, which is here, you understand, 2534 South Roxborough Street, you understand what I'm saying? Durham, North Carolina, 27707, right? Remind Akim Agwati to check on the social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start with all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, a minor, which means to stand. Walking out the door, which means turn to face the east. Close out with the Lord, turn to Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Alapaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayah, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Shemayim, Batananawa, Bakam, Kal, Yarom, Wasalaknawa, Waraknawa, Wasalaknawa, Waraknawa, Wara'ah, Tabia Aino, Messiah One, Abba, Rashayna, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Malakwa, Ra'al, Ratapara, Lahoranian, Aman. English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
So, Sister Yeshua means to be seated. Men of Israel, we get one first salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Ma'am Shabbat, Amadiah, Barak. Yahweh with his hands down. Saw, which means to turn. Sister Amida, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we one first salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Ma'am Shabbat, Amadiah, Barak. Yada Matah, class dismissed.
Most High Christ alive.
Say. Don't hide this.
I didn't know what I was gonna do, sir.
Come on, man.
You said I'm like,
Come on, man.
I didn't know.
You don't believe your brother now?
Salaki, it ain't like that, man.
You know, say.
Hey, Salaki, it's like, if you show me why this restream was acting up,